All right, let's quickly go to the course outline. We're running behind schedule already, so. Okay, open up the course outline.
Quick question, so every day is it supposed to, the afternoon session is supposed to start at 1?
We're going to go through our course for this course,
Okay.
and you'll see what time they start. I think in Francis it starts at a different time. That's unfortunate. Everything's set. So we'll go through that shortly, okay? Okay, course outline. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. The first oddity is that we're not always in this classroom. We're moving around in different classrooms this year, so you have to stay sort of on top of which classroom and where we're going. They're all in here except for the very last class, which is actually a totally different building. Okay. The purpose of this course is just to try to encapsulate as best we can in the short period of time we have together this whole electronic health record phenomenon. Not starting, but right from a global perspective down to a very local office perspective and all the shades of it in between. So as we go through it, hopefully one of the things which you will absorb, if you haven't already, is that there are different types of electronic records. And in fact, we'll talk a little bit more about that in the next hour or so. That's basically the overall theme, and putting it in a Canadian context, particularly from the point of view of comparing our Canadian approach to other approaches around the world, okay, in terms of the electronic health record as a part of the broader e-health agenda. The electronic health record is one facet of that. So we're going to talk about initiatives in Canada and around the world. We're going to look at the compatibility of the directions and approaches being taken. We only have one province. I was going to have two provinces, but fortunately we're only able to fit in one province. So we'll see how Manitoba's journey fits in within the broader Canadian journey. Okay? And we'll compare ourselves to the United States and other parts of the world, and we'll identify, hopefully clearly, the issues and challenges facing us. We'll particularly hit that when you present your group findings on your various projects. And when we have the CMIOs from Canada, a number of them are coming to be with us for the last 2 days, we'll hear from them as to what the issues and challenges they're facing in their organizations. Okay, so the course teaching techniques will be basically seminar style almost all the time. I've encouraged all the guest lecturers to lecture in an open style, particularly those who are going to be here in person, so that it's not static, so that you get involved. And those of you who have been here before, you know how much the class is enriched when you get involved. Okay, and you participate in it. And not only from a learning point of view, but also from a teaching point of view, because you all have something to teach the rest of us. Every one of you has something to give us, all of us, new insights and to help us better understand. So be involved, please. The readings are on the net or through websites, which you've already done. The lecture plan we'll go through. The group projects you're working on, you're underway. This is a new technique that we started, I guess, 2 years ago to get you started on your group projects in advance of coming here. It used to be that you'd arrive and you were given a group project and you had 7, 8 days, 9 days to get it done. Well, now many of you have begun your projects and have already started forming your approaches and providing your work and so on. So that's proving to be a lot more effective than the way we used to do it. And we've got 8 good projects, 8 good topics, which is going to be a learning experience for all of us. The grading is pretty simple. Your group projects are worth 40% of your grade, and your final exam will be worth 60%. Final exam will be a take-home exam, and you'll have X number of weeks to complete it and send it back. If you want tips on what the exam and the nature of the exam, we'll talk about it a bit more. But if you want tips on what it's going to look like, talk to those who've been here before. They've written one of my exams, and they know a lot of my exams, there's no right answer. There's no right answer. In fact, I quite often use a technique, I can't remember if I used it with you last year, those of you here, where I make a statement and I say agree or disagree. And sometimes you can argue very well that you agree, and other times you can argue just as equally well that you disagree. And there's not necessarily a right answer. So what the grading is based on is how well you're presenting your argument. So in a lot of the other cases too, there's not necessarily a black and white answer. So that'll be a take home. That's the usual other grades, and I use the Brower technique of how I grade papers. Okay? Any questions about the course outline? I'm rushing a bit because we're half an hour behind already, so based on what I was already finished. Okay, looking at the lecture plan, I think I opened up the lecture plan earlier. Okay, now this one is a little more important. First of all, the room numbers, okay, are in red, and you can see we're not always in the same room, okay? So please take a note of that. Secondly, as far as this course is concerned, this is the master document, okay? If you haven't printed this one out, you don't have to print it out if you don't want to, but this is the one to go by. This shows the times we're going to meet and where. Okay, and apologize again for the fact that the other timetable that you have, it's got different times, particularly different starting times. Okay? This is the times that we're going to be going on. Okay. So today we'll be together for the first afternoon, and the first three topics we're going to cover are sort of overview topics, which I apologize up front for some of you. You've heard that already. I can say that every one of them has been updated since last year. So maybe I'll send a little exam question for those who were here last year. What's been different? What's different in this presentation than last year? I'm just kidding. That's just to give us an overview of the three broad areas: the healthcare system area, the field area, this field of health informatics, and what I call the XXR phenomenon, the record phenomenon in terms of varieties of types of records. On the 20th, Thursday, we're meeting in the video conference room, which is in this building, down the hall there. And we have two video conferences on Thursday morning. One from Halifax, actually. It's Halifax or Fredericton, somewhere in the coast. Dick Alvarez will be speaking to us about the Canadian situation. He's president of Canada Health Infoway. And then Roger Gerard, the CIO from the province of Manitoba, as well as he's got an interesting position. He's not only the CIO for the province of Manitoba Health, he's also the CIO for the Winnipeg Health Region. So he's got a very unique position in Canada, the only one in Canada of that kind, where he's responsible for not only the province but also for the major health region. Okay, then in the afternoon, we'll move back into this room, and we'll spend the afternoon looking at various journeys from various parts of the world. Okay? May 22nd, in this room, Dr. Guerriere from Toronto will be here to give us an insight into the emerging realities of technology, particularly in Canada. Have any of you attended the Breakfast for Chiefs? Some of you, Paul has been to it. He's an annual speaker at Breakfast for Chiefs, and he gives an annual review of the situation, particularly in Canada. So he's a very gifted speaker. And I've been teaching here for a long time in terms of guest lecturing and co-teaching courses. He and I co-taught courses at the undergraduate level together for about 10 years. Then on the 25th is our American Day, starting again at 8:30 in the morning in the classroom, which is further down this hallway, tucked in, funny little classroom to get to. It's a little hallway, get to it. And Dave Garretts, who probably knows as much about, particularly hospital, the status of technology, information technology in hospitals, American hospitals, who used to be with HINF Analytics, and is now just moved to the organization in Washington. He'll be here. He doesn't have a long ways to travel because he lives in Blaine, Washington, so he's actually going to bring his boat over and spend the weekend, I think, with his wife after elections. So he'll spend the morning with us about the status of the United States. So someone was talking about meaningful use this morning. Was you, Rob? Was you talking about meaningful use? Well, that'll be the day, the first part of the meaningful use discussions will be there. And then the second part of the afternoon, we will have the almost annual presentation from the Veterans Administration in the United States. For those of you not familiar with the Veterans Administration, it's after the health care for 8 million or so veterans, American veterans. And it has what's generally considered to be the best, if not the best, one of the best, perhaps probably the best, healthcare system in the United States. It's for a subpopulation of the American population, only 8 million, but as a healthcare system, it's rated number one. It's also got probably the most sophisticated clinical information system in the United States, or probably anywhere in the world in terms of its functionality and capabilities from a clinical perspective. So the chaps from south of us here in Seattle, from the Veterans Administration in Puget Sound, come up almost every year and give us a lecture and an update on the status of affairs in the VA. So they'll be coming in the afternoon. 27th in the morning, we hear about the Danish story. Some of you are probably aware that I and others consider that probably Denmark is probably the leading country in the world when it comes to the application of information technology in healthcare across the full spectrum of health, HIT. So we're fortunate that one of the leaders from that country, W. Hansen, will be here in person to take us through the Danish story, not only in terms of their electronic medical records, but also in terms of electronic health records, their portal, and telehealth, and so on. Okay, the afternoon of the 28th, we will welcome the, I think about 9 or 10 Chief Medical Information Officers to join us, okay? Now these are all physicians who are working in organizations where they have a responsibility to sort of lead the clinical informatics side of the agenda in their organization. Okay? And come from across Canada, and they'll be here to not only take part in the discussions around your project findings, but also to take part around some very specific issues of particular interest to them in terms of CPOE, computerized physician order entries and standards, in terms of clinical outcomes, and also in terms of their role as they see it emerging. Okay. So that will be the afternoon of the 28th, and then all day on the 29th. Oh yeah, I guess we're having a little reception the evening of the 28th over in the Grad Lounge. We'll talk about that more later. And in terms of your presentations, we'll randomly pick who goes first. So draw a set of cards, so there'll be 4 of you, 4 groups will present on the Friday afternoon, and the 4 others will present on Saturday. Okay? Now, there are the readings. The only one that's causing problems is the shift reading, and we'll get to that too. Any questions about the lecture? Again, sorry for rushing, but
that one's not on the website. That version.
it should be.
Yeah, I get a preliminary lecture plan.
Well, hang on, now,
May
make
17th.
sure when you go to the website, okay, this is another thing which we have to correct with our website, which is causing us some problems. When you go to the website here, this is the one that's important, lecture,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So, I'm just going up, I'm opening up right now, Robin, this is what's opening up.
Oh, maybe I went to the other one.
You went to the other one, and the other one is a preliminary thing.
Okay.
The paper for shift one is not available.
Okay, just a second.